What if everything you see, touch, and feel isn't real? What if our universe, the stars, the earth, even you, is nothing more than a sophisticated simulation? It sounds like science fiction, but some of the world's top thinkers believe it's not only possible, it's likely. Which leads us to a terrifying question. If we are inside a simulation, what's outside of it? Stay tuned, because the answers range from unsettling to downright incomprehensible, and by the end, you might wish you never asked. The simulation hypothesis basics. Let's start with the basics. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom posed a famous argument. If a civilization becomes advanced enough, it could run countless simulations of reality, each one so detailed that the people inside wouldn't know they were simulated. If that's the case, the odds are overwhelming that we're not in the one real universe, but inside one of the trillions of simulated ones. Think of it this way. Just as we run video games with AI characters, a future civilization could be doing the same with us. But here's the bigger question. If we are just code in someone's program, what exists beyond it? Base reality, the most popular answer. The most common answer is simple. Outside the simulation is base reality. That's the real universe where the programmers, whether they're post-human descendants of us or an entirely alien intelligence, live. From their perspective, we might be nothing more than a research project, a simulation of history, a way to study consciousness, or maybe just entertainment. But if they can simulate us so perfectly, down to every atom, every memory, how do we know they aren't simulated too? Infinite nesting. A simulation inside a simulation. And that's where things get strange. Imagine Russian nesting dolls. Each doll contains another inside it, and another inside that. Some scientists and philosophers suggest simulations could stack infinitely, meaning our universe is a simulation inside another simulation, inside another, with no true base reality at all. In that case, the question, what's outside the simulation, might be unanswerable, because there may always be another layer. And if you think that's mind-bending, wait until you hear the next possibility. The incomprehensible. What if the outside isn't just another universe, but something we can't even imagine? Our brains are wired for this reality, for space, time, and physics. But outside, those concepts may not exist at all. To us, it's as unthinkable as a video game character trying to picture what the player's world looks like. In other words, we might not even have the language or the perception to grasp what's beyond. But there's another possibility, one that's even more unsettling. Nothingness, a closed system. Some argue there isn't an outside at all. In this view, the simulation is total, self-contained. a sealed system with no beyond. Asking what's outside would be like asking what's north of the North Pole. The question itself collapses. But if that's true, then why do some people, and even some scientists, claim we've already seen glitches in the system? Signs of the code. You've heard the stories, déjà vu, unexplainable coincidences, the so-called glitches in the Matrix, but physics itself might hold the real clues. The strange behavior of quantum particles, appearing in multiple places at once until observed. The universe's physical constants, balanced so perfectly it almost feels programmed. Even cosmic rays, which some researchers once suggested could look like error checking in code. Are these just quirks of nature, or signs we're seeing the seams of the simulation? And if so, is that the programmers letting us peek behind the curtain? Or is it just the simulation straining under the weight of its own complexity? So, what's outside the simulation? It could be base reality. It could be another layer. It could be something so alien we'll never comprehend it. Or maybe nothing at all. But here's the haunting thought. If we ever did find proof, what then? Would we want to meet the beings running it? Or would we rather remain unaware, blissfully trapped in the illusion of reality? Because if this is a simulation, the scariest truth of all might be this. We'll never know what's outside until someone or something decides to show us.